All right, let the work session come to order. Roll call, please.
Here.
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 Here. Here. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the minutes from the March 9th meeting? Y'all see any changes need to be made? No, we're not gonna approve it, we're just gonna make changes needed to, we'll approve it during the regular session.
Alright, we can do it like we did last.
Yeah. All right. I've got Stan Batemon on here as our guest speaker. We're gonna let him go early, because he's got other places to be. Mr. Batemon?
Well, thank you so much. I'm sorry I didn't bring a check. That's usually.
Well, hey, I can follow you home.
He's not speaking now, man.
Well, it's in the mail.
I've heard that before.
No, I really do thank y'all for letting me speak to you. Stan Batemon, I'm running for, chairman of the county commission again. And, I know this sounds strange, but I'm kind of a term limits person. But I'm in my 7th term, so. But I'm gonna tell you something, and I really am glad to see these young people out here. I understand y'all got a youth, group that's sort of mentoring, what you're doing here. If you ever get into politics, one thing that'll capture you is you'll do your best, but you will not turn it over to somebody you don't think will do their best. And that's what gets us to go over and over again. I can't just turn it over to somebody that I worked real hard for the first term. Well, I worked real hard for the second term. Well, I worked real hard for the third term, because we really have a tough time getting qualified people to run for office, and I applaud y'all stepped up to do this here. And I know Corky knows what I'm talking about. It's tough to get good people to run, and I don't know whether that people in my age group have made it look so bad. I'm not sure what the situation is, but that's one of our big problems right now, is to get good qualified people that run for office. And I tell you this right now, at my age, you're gonna have to find somebody qualified to run for chair. That's the way it is. I don't know whether it's gonna be a commissioner that's sitting there now or what, but you need to look for somebody now to take this over, because I'm getting in that age group. I'm ready to go fishing, and I'll just tell you that now. I don't think you'll find a chairman of the county commission in this county. I've been doing it so long. I don't think you'll find one that had any more emphasis put on the county working with the cities than I have. That's something I really truly believe in. I believe in it from the bottom of my heart. Why? Well, just like these citizens out here, y'all had to go to these citizens of Argo and ask them to vote for you. So did I. Those are citizens of St. Clair County too. And I go to their house and I shake hands with them and I say, please vote for me for chairman. Well, you're just as much a constituent of mine as the ones in the unincorporated area. But we still got a small element of people in the county that think the county commission is kind of the city council for the unincorporated part of the county. That's just not the case. So it's very important that we cooperate and participate in things that are important to a city. Just like you come to me, I go to Montgomery, and I go to Washington. It's the same process. It takes all of us putting our resources and our thoughts and efforts together to make this thing work. And I truly believe in that, as y'all know. So y'all know this last time I came in, the commission had passed a 4-cent fuel tax. Well, as a good Republican, I'm not for a tax, period. And I run a commission where we didn't have a 4-cent tax. But you know what? It's good. We use it. We can use it. If we're using it, we're paving that many more roads with it, then it definitely softens my feelings about, okay, they passed the tax. Yes, we'll use it. We're going to use it in the best way. Well, one of the best ways I could see is to share it with the municipality, because a lot of it is collected in the municipality. You look at the larger municipalities especially, you'll find out most of that tax is collected in those municipalities, yet all 4 cents went to the county, and the only is to spend on county unincorporated area roads. I said, wait a minute here, my policy, in fact, I wrote it on some political cards that many years ago, and stop stop wasting the 4-cent county gas tax. I propose to eliminate it, do away with it, or create a municipal paving fund with half of it. Well, you know why we haven't got that all done yet? I don't have the votes. First of all, I don't get to second a motion, definitely don't get to make one, it's against the law for the chairman to make a motion. But the commission actually voted to keep, you can't even second one, so I can't get it on the table to talk about. So I make them look bad enough maybe, and they're good guys, we've got some good commissioners, they're good people. They just believe different than what I believe on this share of municipality somewhere. I still think we ought to split that money with the municipalities in some format. Well, the compromise, y'all might have remembered getting a check that had my signature on it for $100,000. We decided to give $1 million of it to the municipalities and split it equal, $100,000 per municipality, so we sent each one a check. That's pretty good, especially for the smaller towns. I think the Mayor's Association sort of came up with that plan. Well, the commissioners were fine with that, they just didn't want that, to come out of the 4-cent gasoline tax. I said, what's the difference? It's still $1 million wherever we get it. Let's get it out of the gas. No, we're gonna take it out of the general fund. So, okay, so we did, and then after 1 year, I said, now you've proven to me we can give the municipalities $1 million out of the general fund. Let's now go ahead and give them some money out of the gasoline tax. So I'm still in that place. I'm still in that same spot. I think we need to share that money with the municipalities, and I think that's important too. One thing I would do with 1 cent, with the $100,000 that you got, is, let's see where we can stretch that works for you. Now I'm proposing that we establish that $100,000 per municipality per year, 10 of you. We vote a resolution that guarantees it for 10 years. Right now, you don't know where you're gonna get next year or not, because it depends on the commission you vote on. Well, I wanna push to get it done, and I talked about at least one commissioner that's okay with it, and depends on who we elect for District 1, whether we get this done or not. If you wanted to take that $100,000 and spend it each year like you did last year, fine. Or talking to Metro Bank that I bank with, if you told them I'm guaranteed $100,000 a year for 10 years, will you loan me $1 million for the interest? I mean, they'll trip over themselves doing that. And that gives you $1 million to spend on a project, and that's up to you though. If you rather do 100 a year, I just want to give you more options out of it. And I'd like for that's that 100 we're giving now out of the general fund. Then let's keep on after some of the 4-cent tax, either get rid of it or give you part of it. I believe we're close to being able to do 1 more cent out of that money to the municipalities. So that's kind of the basis of what I want to talk to y'all about as a municipality, is to work with you in every way that I possibly can, and that to me is one fairly big way. As far as the citizen concerned, the better we can build the roads coming in and out of the municipalities and the unincorporated area at all, that's what we do. The main job of the county commission is public safety. That's the jail, sheriff's department, mental health, all that has to do with public safety, and roads. That's what we do. We don't build parks, we don't build recreation centers, that's not what counties do, that's a city function. So, until we've got perfect public safety entities and perfect roads, then we don't need to be spending this money on other things. That ain't never gonna happen. Potholes is job security for county commissioners, I can tell you that right now. There are always gonna be some, we're gonna make them again. So, that's kind of in the nutshell, and I take more time than I should sometimes, but I want to be sure and let you know what my plans are the next 4 years, what I'll be pushing for. Any questions from anybody on the council?
Do you have any input or any knowledge of the new SSUT tax and how that's gonna fall out?
I don't know, but I tell you, in St. Clair County, it's very important because St. Clair County has 2 taxes that no other county has both of. We have a 4-cent fuel tax and a 1-cent sales tax that goes straight to our general fund. No other county in Alabama has both of those. So we got the tax to spend. The 1-cent sales tax has really been challenged by online internet sales. That's the SSUT. We fought a battle this year to keep the big municipalities from taking more of that money instead of splitting it like it is now. And I think as long as counties share it with the 2 main things that we're supposed to do, roads and public safety, I I think the citizens will be okay with that. I have a lot to do by having a large voice with the Association of County Commissions, that money stay, the 20% that comes to the state out of that tax, 20% of it goes to county. We don't want any less now. We're not asking for any more, we don't want any less. So that was challenged this time. I tell you what, the main thing that SSUT money does for this county now, it pays 100% of the cost of school resource officer. So if you got school resource officer, every school's got one, well, that's where we get the money in this county. We've committed to SSUT tax. Some of you not familiar with that, SSUT, back 10 years ago, if you ordered something from Amazon, you're supposed to pay a tax, but it's up to you to report it and volunteer to do it. I'm sure all of us turned to it, didn't we? Some of you, surely nobody accused on doing taxes, but not hardly anybody said, you know what, I owe such and such money, I think I'll send it into the federal government. Well, it took years to do this, but the online sales tax was finally resolved in Alabama and a few other places around the nation, that as long as we could come up with a fixed amount, that not just Amazon, but Kroger and all these people, everything online, was a fixed amount. They're not gonna go to this city and pay their 3 cents, and this city and pay their 2 cents, and this, it'd be all over. I mean, look how many towns and everybody they have to figure. So we figured on an 8% max online sales tax. If you order something now from Amazon, it's 8%, 8 cents, 8 cents on the dollar. And then that's split up according to a formula that the legislature came up with. And it's been tested in the court, so it's constitutional. So right now, we're stable. Right now, we got it nailed down, but I can tell you this, the bigger that gets, and the more it starts taking away from the brick and mortar stores, the more it's gonna be challenged. So we have to continue to watch out for that. So, that's where part of our money comes, though, we might share with you.
Well, we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
That little bit helps us a lot.
It's big.
All the city's expensive.
Y'all know me, my phone number is 884-STAN, and that's this phone right here, it's the only phone I got. When I was a game warden in this county, I've had that number for 40 years, and so I wanted people to be able to get a hold of me, when I was here as a game warden, instead of when I transferred over to the cell phone only, then that's.
So we call that for a fishing license also?
You can do that too, yeah, and, you know, it's, right now though, I retired 22, it's hard to believe, I retired 24 years ago now from game and fish. Been retired 40 years, of course, that's hard to believe. So I've become a consultant. You need to know how to bake turkeys and things to get by with it, just, you know, give me a call.
Chairperson,
And we can call that number 24 hours.
24 hours a day, believe me, some people do.
Chairman Bateman, I have a couple questions for you, if you
Yes.
don't mind. Just to clarify, you mentioned you don't have the votes now. Do you have any votes on the commission now for sharing more of this gas tax?
Yes. One of the commissioners actually ran on that as part of his platform, that was Joey Stevens.
Is that the only vote you got
That's the
now?
only vote that I have for sure to take it out of that 4% tax. Now, but you got 3 candidates now running, Brand, because Commissioner Brown's not gonna run in District 1 anymore, so you got 3 candidates. I'd be asking them that, are you in favor of sharing that money with the municipality, because that's gonna help determine whether I'm for you or not.
Yes.
I put pressure on, that's the way this works, as y'all will know.
Do you have any idea how much money comes in, annually from the 4-cent gas tax to the county?
It's a little less than $4 million total. So hypothetically, $1 million a piece, $1 million per person.
All right, and the $100,000 that's given out to the cities, is that earmarked for roads only to cities? Is there a stipulation? Can we spend it on anything we want?
I suggested that it be earmarked for roads only, because that was, but mainly because I wanted it to come out of the gasoline tax.
Yes, sir.
Once it came out of the general fund, we removed that restriction, and the city right now on $100,000 can spend it on anything.
Yes, sir, and I'm not a proponent of, I'm not proposing that we spend on anything other than roads, I'm just saying if a city wanted to, just to clarify.
Sure.
I'm in favor of that resolution for 10 years, I think you made a very good point about borrowing power for future roads, and we can plan for our long-term road repairs if we knew we were gonna get that money over 10 years, so that's a game changer for a city our size. Thank you for sharing that. The other question I had is, I assume the reason why that the council did not want to share out of the gas tax money was because that wasn't originally, it was voted on by the county, correct? And how long has that been voted in?
That was voted, the term before I came back in. I think it's been in place now, I've been in office now into my 4th year. I think it was voted on in 7 years ago, whatever that year was.
Okay, so about 7 years.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Thank you for all your support, thank you for all that you do, that was all my questions.
So what you're saying is you owe us $600,000 back there.
Well, hypothetically speaking, one of my favorite sayings on the county commission is, y'all heard me say, as a politician, I learned a long time ago, the easiest thing for me to tell somebody wanting money is what? Well, we'd love to, but we broke.
And you said that so well.
You know what? We not broke. My commissioners do not like for me to say that, but here's the follow-up to that. We've got money, can you get it? If you have a project that you can sell to 3 out of the 5 commissioners, you can get it.
I'll see you next week.
There you go, that's the way it works.
Just a comment, just to thank you from probably all the citizens in Argo, including myself. Thank you so much for y'all repaving and striping Blackjack. It actually functions as a real road now. And that's the first time, I think, in the history of that road that it's actually, you don't feel like you're driving over the moon, craters in it and stuff.
It was a 1-lane dirt road when I was chasing people down here at the, Inver Cemetery at the railroad track. That goes way
You
back.
didn't catch me either.
No, I didn't catch, but I got after him. But yeah, that was big on a lot of our part for this area, is that we know I don't think people realize how much traffic's on that road from here down, but when they built Carrington and had a back gate, that's now become not a back gate. That's about half the people who live in Carrington go that way to Trustville. So, it's really important. Okay, thank y'all again for letting me speak. I'm gonna go and, promise the same things to Springville, just the way this works.
Tell them you already give it all away over here in Argo.
I'm only gonna give them the 100,000. Right now, we're 100,000 each, so, I appreciate what y'all do, also working through the Mayor's Association, which is an association for mayors and councils too, and in our county, that is a real good connection between the county commission and the judges and the municipalities, for instance, the court systems, the sheriff, we're all part of it, and that's a great organization that helps us get an idea of what do we need to do in this county. So, thank you again.
Mr. Batemon, we appreciate you coming by. It's always good to have you here and bring us up to date on things going on as well as you're running for office. Anything we can do to help you, of course, we're here.
Thank you.
And if I could, I would like you and our junior council to get a picture made, the ones that are here, if that's okay with you. Is that all right with you guys?
Yeah. We got any councilmen out there, or council ladies?
You got 4 of them sitting right there.
What about mayors? Are they just, they're counting?
There's a future mayor, there's a jet pilot.
Whoa.
There's a chemist. I mean, all these cats, these is a cream of the crop.
Well, y'all gonna have to take over from some of us that have passed the cream of the crop.
Some of y'all are soured on the vine.
We all gonna come up here and get a picture?
Yeah.
Y'all, yes, y'all want all of us in?
No, just you and me.
Okay.
We're open.
Y'all come on up here and look intelligent.
Where would you like them to stand, Miss Ingrid? You want them inside front of the shield, or you want them over against the wall?
Probably the shield.
Come back here.
Okay. We can do that. Okay, come on in here. You're already dressed like a mayor.
That chair away.
This is not a video. Thank y'all so much. You get it? Yes, sir.
work session.